Hello, my name is Peter Parfitt. Welcome to the New Brit Workshop. Now I'm making two videos about my brand new Cantilever Parasol, which I bought from the Garden Furniture Centre here in the UK. Now in this video I'm going to take it from delivery in its boxes and I'm going to show you how to assemble it. And I'll show you a couple of tips as well. And in the video description I've put a link which will take you to the Garden Furniture Centre so you can have a look at these in more detail yourself. And in the other video, which is the overview video, I show you how it all works and how you can enjoy a summer free from the dazzling sun. So thanks guys, you brought the kit. Now the kit's arrived. The guy who delivered it said they would quite often assemble this for a customer. But I've asked that they don't, so that I can assemble it, and then that way I'll learn a little bit more about it. And if you find you're having to assemble one of these yourself, you can follow my guidance. That's the theory anyway. Now the instructions for this are very simple, and what I always do when I receive kit to assemble, I always take the various components out and just check that I've got everything that I should have. Instructions are pictorial form. You can look at these actually on the website that I've given the link for in the comments part of the video. So I'm just going to make sure I've got everything, and yep, everything is there. Now one thing you might miss is there's a cranking handle which is built into the polystyrene, so make sure you rescue this before you throw the polystyrene away. So I'm now going to follow the first step of the instructions, which is to fill the base with either sand or water. I'm using water. Now there's no need to worry too much about getting this in the right position at this stage, because there are casters at each of the corners of the base and it can be moved. But one thing to bear in mind is that the wheel size on these casters is fairly small, and therefore if you're trying to move it over very soft ground it might still be tricky. So I've put the water in. You could have used sand, of course. I'm now going to put this cover on, and if you look at the base here, there's a circular piece and there's a piece coming off in this direction. Well, there's a hole there through which we're going to put a gadget in a second or two. So the cover goes down like that and it sits down nicely. The next stage is to screw a knob onto this post. So here's the knob. It's got a screw already embedded in it, and that's going to go on like so. That's just hand tight. Now in the big package there's the actual foot of the actual item itself. There's a screw here. You undo that. That then allows this piece to come out, and we're going to now take this and fit it onto the base, and we're going to mount it on this plate. Now if you look at it, it's at a slight angle, but you don't need to worry which way round it goes, because the holes all match up whichever way you do it, and this plate can rotate in a complete circle anyway, so whichever way you assemble this it will not be wrong. Now we've got 4 of these bolts and each will have a washer. So you put the washer on the bolt and then put the bolt into the hole and screw it up. Now if when you start to screw one of these into a hole it's a bit stiff, don't try and force it, just go anti-clockwise for a little bit and then try and screw it in again. In fact, I'm not having any difficulty at all, but that's just something to watch out for, and it's called cross-threading. So we don't want that to happen, so if it's a little bit stiff, then back it off anti-clockwise and try again. And they provide you a tool which we'll use to tighten all of these up in a second or two. So they're all finger tight, and now I'm just going to use this tool to tighten as best I can. That's really nice and tight. That's that. That's all of those done. Now you need to keep this tool because you may need to check that these are tight at the beginning of each season, so hang on to the tool. The next stage is to take the actual parasol itself and we're going to mount it onto the base. Now the first thing to do, take this cover and slide it on to here and get it up out of the way for now. You'll notice on one side of this bracket that we fitted there's a hole. Now on the rear side, it's the side that's facing away from the camera, there's a hole here, and those two need to be on the same side. So I'm going to carefully lift this up. Now I just had a practice go at doing this, and I found that as I lifted this up, so this fell off. So I put this on first, and of course it's now in the right place. Now earlier when we took that base bracket away from the main part, we undid a screw knob, and I've just screwed that back on. That now securely holds the whole umbrella onto the base. Now if at this stage you haven't taken the plastic off and you're not quite tall enough to take it off without standing on many boxes, take a stick and off it comes. Right, we're now going to open the umbrella up. There's a piece of cardboard here that we've got to remove, the packaging. And if I turn this round, I can turn it round by putting my foot on this knob here, and it turns around nicely. Right, the next thing we're going to do is to raise up this bracket here, which will allow the umbrella to move outwards. There's a little catch arrangement you squeeze and then lift, and you can see it going up. And there are holes here where it clicks into. Once you've done that, you can then crank this handle and deploy the umbrella itself. Well, I can tell you, it is beautifully cool under here. Now you can probably see there's packing material dotted around the place which we're going to have to remove, and I'm not quite tall enough to reach it all, but I can stand on a chair. So I can get that one and that one, and that was just standing on an ordinary chair. Now moving this is fairly straightforward. It's best done with the canopy closed because I think it's a little bit more stable. On the base as it is at the moment, we can see the tops of the caster units. Now the cranking handle has a little hex extension which just pushes in, and then this is then used as the tool to raise or lower the casters. Screwing it clockwise will raise the caster, and you'd need to do that for all four of them, and you can feel it going up when it is doing the job. And then to lower it, you go anti-clockwise. So now all I've got to do is get it moving. Now bearing in mind this weighs probably about 140 kilos at the base, and this, I don't know, I'm guessing probably another 30 kilos, maybe a bit more with the main structure above it. It weighs quite a bit. Now those casters are going to be facing in all different directions. So actually getting this moving can be quite tricky, and you might need two people. But I've just about managed. And once it's in the position that you are happy with, then you just lower the casters. And remember my caution that if you're on soft ground, then these casters, which have very small wheels, are likely to dig in. Now when you're not having to move it, there are these plugs which go in these holes. That's it. Have you ever seen those little tiny magnets, rare earth magnets? They're very powerful. I've got one attached to that. I've lifted this up and attached it there. It's not going to go anywhere. Now just remind you that this button here, you push down on there with one foot, and that then allows you to rotate the whole canopy about its center point here. Now I want you to look at this lever for adjusting the attitude of the parasol, and I want you to look at the shadow that the sun is creating and see the effect as I rotate this. Right, so you can see the shadow over here. I'm now going to rotate this, and because I'm making this at more of a right angles to the direction of the sun, that shadow area gets bigger. If I make it so this is edge on to the sun, then that shadow area gets very small. So there it is, almost at its biggest, and I can then lock that lever in position. Now, of course, with this little button that you press with your foot now, you can rotate the whole thing round, and you can see how that shaded area now is moving round, and it's covering a huge circle. And a quick tip with the cover, when it's not in use, you can just make it nice and tidy, position it here, and if you've got a couple of those Velcro straps, you could use them, one say through the handle here, and attach it like so, and I've got a slightly longer one here, which would go around this bit. And that's then the cover tidy for the rest of the day, and you don't need to throw it down on the grass for it to get dirty. Well, I hope this video has been useful. Don't forget the overview video is also on my channel, and if you wish to go to the Garden Furniture Centre, I've put a link to it in the description of this video. Thank you very much for watching. Take care. Bye-bye.